Douglas Martinez. Welcome to the student's special topic presentation of Social Media Trends, the past, present, and future of social media. People love to communicate with one another. Ever since the invention of the telegraph, the telephone, and radio, people worldwide have shared news, gossip, and facilitated business relationships. These methods have now evolved to include social media, now growing at an explosive rate, with millions of people all over the world generating and sharing content on a scale barely imaginable a few years ago. When we talk about social media trends, we are really discussing two things. One is a topic that is the subject of many posts on a social media website within a short period, such as what's trending on Twitter right now, or some craze or fad that has captured the attention of the public. The other is the general direction of social media as it develops or changes. We will look at both, including some background history of social media. This widespread generation and consumption of content has created an extremely competitive online environment where different types of content vie with each other for the scarce attention of the user community. Through their visibility, popular topics contribute to the collective awareness of what is trending and at times can affect the public agenda of the community. Some users generate content that resonates very strongly with their followers, thus causing the content to propagate and gain popularity. The source of that content can originate in standard media outlets or from users who generate topics that eventually become part of the trends and capture the attention of large communities. When topics originate in media outlets, the social medium acts as the filter and amplifier of what the standard media produces and thus contributes to the agenda-setting mechanisms. So then, where did this all begin? How did social media actually get started? Long before it became the commercialized mass information and entertainment giant it is today, and long before it was accessible to the general public, the internet was a focal point for social interactivity. It started with the BBS, short for Bulletin Board System. These online meeting places were effectively independently produced hunks of code that allowed users to communicate with a central system where they could download files or games and post messages to other users. However, there were also other avenues for social interaction long before the internet exploded onto the mainstream consciousness. One was CompuServe, a service that began life in the 1970s but expanded into the public domain in the late 1980s. CompuServe allowed members to share files and access news and events, and it offered something few had ever experienced: true interaction. Those forums proved tremendously popular and paved the way for the modern versions we know today. But by 2004, the site that may have been the first to fulfill the modern definition of social networking was born. Facebook is king for a reason. It wasn't just through luck that Facebook came to reign supreme over the social media kingdom. It was innovative features that set the platform apart from the rest of the social media pack. An important key to success was Facebook's ever-present like button, which broke free from the bounds of the site and began appearing all over the internet. Now you can like or tweet just about everything, even when you're not on Facebook or Twitter. Over the last couple of years, fourth-screen technology, such as smartphones and tablets, have changed social networking and the way we communicate with one another entirely. What used to sit on our desk now conveniently fits in the palm of our hands. Given the abrupt rise in mobile computing, it's not surprising the most popular social media platforms of the past several years hinge on the capabilities of smartphones. Last year, the trends in mobile usage were outstanding. As the surge in the mobile market directly affected the marketing industry, 2015 pushed the industry to its limits in terms of content marketing on mobile devices. Social media is now the #1 online activity surpassing entertainment. This surge clearly parallels the increase in mobile device usage. For many brands, social media is turning into one of the top referral traffic sources and, at the same time, dominating advertising spending. In 2016 and beyond, social media will continue to dominate the online world. So marketers must put more of their efforts in integrating social media into their overall marketing strategies, including the use of data analytics. It's been a few years since it's been just social networking. Now it's social media. It's our media landscape. It's mass communication. Here's where it's heading and what it means for businesses. According to Adweek, Facebook is projected a 7.6% share increase among users 65 years old and older, the largest share increase among all demographics. This past year marked the first time the 4 leading messaging apps in the world has amassed the same amount of users as the top 4 social networking platforms. The way that users search for services and products has changed. 88% of consumers online are influenced by reviews and online comments by other consumers. As more and more social media users turn to Twitter and Facebook to keep up with the news, it has never been more important for political candidates to engage online. Whereas in earlier years a social media presence was a novelty move, it is now necessary to be active on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Internet marketers have never had this much access to information about consumer preferences, and data is gleaned with every click. With big data comes an opportunity to personalize their services to suit each consumer, form relationships, and create unique experiences. Social media is changing in terms of social media strategy as well, because 2016 will be the year of the more comprehensive social media package. You'll continue to hear the word omnichannel, tracking people across platforms, especially on mobile, where a monstrous half of all Google searches originate today. In addition, video will continue its takeover. Already 92% of mobile consumers said they share online video content with others through social media, text, email, or other channels. Facebook's launch of live streaming video to all its users will take this format mainstream and normalize live video streaming. Analytics will change with just a click of a button. There'll be social automation and long-form content will change. Whereas it was 500 words on the blog, many consumers are now seeking longer blog content as much as 1,000 words or more. In 2016, we'll see more niche platforms gain popularity, and the field of mainstream social media platforms will widen even further, as more than ever, users choosing their platforms based on what is interesting to them, and we'll see this trend continue as more choices become available. The trending future of social media appears to be an exciting one, and as many people now exist on multiple platforms, instead of fighting against this trend, larger companies are tapping into this new environment, which creates opportunities for all of us. Thank you for watching this special topic presentation of social media trends, the past, present, and future of social media.